I'm focused on helping you get involved in one of the biggest, oldest industries in the world, and that is books. Today we're talking about tariffs, what they mean, and how they could impact your self-publishing journey. My name is 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞. I have sold multiple six figures on Amazon with self-published books, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's dive in. Will all the changes in the government, in the United States government, affect your KDP bottom line? My name is 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞, and I have sold multiple six figures with Amazon ads, and I have built a book income stream of over six figures in 2 years. And I had a call this past week with someone that prints their book in China, and they do really well, and they put it on Amazon and they put it in a sales funnel, and they came to me because of tariffs and print on demand quality. And so we kind of dove into their account and saw, what the potential was. And truly the interesting thing about KDP is that it's international. So the question is, how are we affected by tariffs today as a self-publisher? So here's what we know, that, we could be impacted, potentially affecting printing costs and ultimately royalties, especially for those selling printed books in an international marketplace. So right now we don't know where Amazon gets their paper from. It is likely that they source it in the United States because they already have shipping warehouses. But as you know, about a year and a half ago, we had a price raise of our printing costs, right? Hardcover for KDP is in beta still after 3 years, and it is almost triple the price to do hardcover. And that's the only way that Amazon has been able to justify that pricing. Now, with those price increases, I am curious if it does make manufacturing a book outside of the United States more affordable. Now, I have international self-publishers that can get things directly from China because their country is not putting huge tariffs. China's not putting huge tariffs on their country. And so because most of the print on demand is happening in the United States, US market, we have print shops here, right? A big one is California. Another one is South Carolina. There's another one in Illinois. And if I could go to a print shop, an Amazon print shop, I would. And I can't find any, they're not public information. There's probably reasons for that. But I just wanted you to think about preparing for anything with your KDP royalties. If you are new to my channel, I talk about pricing for profit, where you have enough margins to put it back into your books. And you can achieve that by adding more features that make your book more valuable. So this time of where it's unknown with tariffs and KDP, it's always good to make sure you're building quality books that can withstand all the uncertainty that goes on. Okay, so let's dive into this a little bit deeper. Okay, so tariffs are taxes. They're taxes charged on goods imported, right, from other countries, and the companies that bring the foreign goods into the country pay the tax to the government. Tariffs are used to raise money for a government and to protect domestic industries. So, like, Canada has been taxing the United States like 200% on sour cream. So if that tax is not agreeable for the United States, they can decide not to buy that product from Canada, and they could start going to local international farmers for that sour cream. Okay, so there are already tons of tariffs in place. It's like that imported goods. That's why some airports don't have taxes on certain things that you can get. I think about this a lot with cruises. So that's what tariffs are. Will tariffs affect Amazon? Like many retailers, Amazon will have to strike a balance between as tariffs take effect. Okay, e-commerce giant, there's tons of people that do Amazon seller, and they get their goods from from China. as they import, they will be affected. Okay, so additional costs on consumers, they'll be passing it on to us. Okay, and so this is from the Seattle Times. So it could be painful a little bit in the beginning. So this is just a good conversation for us to have about always keeping our profits in mind for our books. And this is why I always share the BookBeam KDP royalty calculator. It's a free resource for you to plan out your book's royalties before you even create a book. Let's do coloring book size. And let's do $8.99. Okay, so $2.52. Amazon has their fee of $3.60. They have their printing cost. This is something that if paper becomes more expensive, if Amazon's printing in the United States, it might stay the same. Okay, it totally might stay the same. If they're getting their paper from other countries, then the printing cost might go up for us. Now, there are a lot of popular poplar tree forest in Arkansas where they're just designed to sell paper for the US market, right? And the current administration may incentivize those mills, those paper mills, to make America great again by being the supplier in the US instead of shipping things overseas, okay? And that's the whole reason that tariffs are being placed on other countries. So if they get paper from us, we might charge them a certain amount. Now, we know that China is a really good at manufacturing for books, and that's why people go over there and they go check out samples, and they can beat a lot of costs because everything they're doing is in-house. It's in that country, okay? So just be conscious of this as you're preparing to publish books, that you keep this in mind. Let's look at if we did an 8.5 by 11 journal hardcover. Okay, so we can't even, to get it profitable, we've got to start our price. Trying. Okay, so 88 cents if we do hardcover. Okay, so sometimes you can see that this is, let me tell you the full minimum list price. So to have one book printed in the United States, this is $7.52 plus $5.60. So $13.12 is basically the cost to print one book with Amazon hardcover. And so right now, when you go to China, when you send your manuscript to China, your book, like this business that I consulted with earlier this week, they are paying $2 per book. And so that gives them $12 of margin. So with the tariffs, they're going to be limited on having that $12. They need to wait to see what the margin is going to be. And so that's why they're looking into print on demand, because Amazon, we don't know how many international printers Amazon has, but we know that there's 13 marketplaces. So just keep this in mind as you're creating books. If you're selling well, raise your price a quarter. If Amazon thinks they can sell your book more, they'll do an Amazon price strike on it. But just keep this in mind as the world turns on and spins on, and we try to over deliver for our Amazon customers. If any of this ever helps you, come to my channel, because I have a marketing background. It's what I really like about the book space is different ways to leverage your book and just reverse engineer that side. Everything that I do, I try to think about, well, what's the end goal here? So if any of that can help you, definitely put it in the chat. Let me know what type of videos you'd like to see. Put that in the comments. Thanks for being here. Love you guys. See you in the next video.